Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Today is Thursday, December 4th, 2025. Thank y'all for joining me for today's show. We will be discussing the SPY, the QQQ, MAG 7, key levels, and breaking market news. We'll be checking out the charts. Before we get started with that, I'd just like to say my pre-show mantras. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be rich. I deserve to be wealthy. I deserve to be free. Amen. Ashe. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I am confident in my abilities to make great investments. The stock market is a place that prints money. The stock market is a machine that prints money. And I am more than capable of operating this machine. The more you learn, the more you earn. Thereby, the more you earn, the more you learn. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Let's make it a beautiful day. Let's make it a beautiful show. Let's get this thing started. All right. We will be starting with, we will do pre-market levels. Okay. SPX. Pre-market low is 68,000. My bad. 6,843. Dang. I don't know what year that's going to be when it's 68,000, but you know what I mean? That thing going to keep on moving up for sure. Because no matter what, no matter a market crash, no matter a market recession, no matter correction, it always pulls back. It always goes back up to all-time highs. So someday it will be at 68,000. And the pre-market high is 6,870. As you can see, at 6 o'clock, we had a very bullish green candle. It's a very nice and bullish uptrend in the pre-market. And the NAS 100 index, pre-market low 25,552, pre-market high 25,680. This also had a very nice candle at 6 o'clock. I'm currently on the 10-minute chart. Had a very nice 10-minute candle. The VIX is now under 16. Remember, yesterday it was over 16. The day before that it was over 17. So the VIX is in a downtrend. That means most of the time the market is in an uptrend. And it definitely is in an uptrend because let's check the Fear and Greed Index. So the current Fear and Greed Index is at 31. It's in fear. Remember, yesterday we were right at the edge, but we were still in extreme fear. So extreme fear has left the market, and now we are just in fear. So the market is trending in the right direction. The direction that we enjoy the most is the up direction. because that's what we like our portfolios to do. Move up consistently. All right, SPY pre-market low 683.29, pre-market high 685.73. QQQ pre-market low 622.55 with a pre-market high of 625.43. Apple pre-market low 283.30 and a pre-market high of 284.46. Amazon pre-market low of 232.20 and a pre-market high of 233.18. Both Apple and Amazon are just consolidating in the pre-market hours. Google pre-market low 319.63 with a pre-market high of 322.50. Meta. Oh, let's go, Meta. Okay, so it looks like Meta is the reason that the SPY and the QQQ had that big green candle, because Meta is back in the gap. Wow, this is a monster candle. Can you believe this shit? Look at this. So the bottom of this candle at 6 o'clock, they definitely had some type of announcement, some type of news came out. We definitely got to look that up and find that out. But it was 643.66, and at the close of this 10-minute candle, it was 679. So this is a $30 pre-market candle. Wow. Salute to Meta. Latest updates. These are old updates. Oh, this is the latest one. Meta to cut up to 30% of metaverse budget. Oh, okay. So that's why the metaverse didn't really work out how we thought it was going to work out. So they're going to cut 30% of the budget and put it elsewhere. Seems like that's what the market needed to give Meta some running room, and hopefully we'll see where it's at when the market opens. But man, now it's a monster candle. Salute to Meta. Salute to all the Meta shareholders and option holders on the call side. I am one of them. I knew I should have got into a new trade or average down when that thing was under 600, but I was scared to do it. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Because I'm in these trades. That shit. Basically because I got into the Meta trade, and then after earnings it dropped $100. And we've been trying to fight back the whole time. So I really didn't want to put any more into this ticker. But when it went under 600 and it was over 25% off, I should have looked at the data and be like, this is what it is. This is still a great company no matter what, because we knew what happened. But I didn't. So I didn't get to enjoy this $30 move in the pre-market. But it is what it is. Next ticker, Microsoft. Pre-market low, 478.61. Pre-market high, 480.67. Netflix. Pre-market low, 102.26 and a pre-market high of 104.93. So before this current candle, it was just consolidating, and then this candle here ran up and ran down. So they must have had some news too. Nothing new on there. Let's check out NVDA. Pre-market low of $180 even, and a pre-market high of 181.72. It's looking bullish in the pre-market. Tesla pre-market low 447.19 with a pre-market high of 451.64. AMD pre-market low. I know AMD is not the Mag 7 or Spy or the Qs, but it's still one of the big AI names. It's really second to NVIDIA, so we're gonna go over it. AMD pre-market low 215.94, pre-market high 217.89. Bitcoin currently at 92,639. IBIT pre-market low 52.44, the pre-market high of 53.15, so it's in a downtrend. Ethereum current price is 3,179. BMNR pre-market low 33.20 with a pre-market high of 34.36. Palantir pre-market low 174.65 with a pre-market high of 177.60. Hood pre-market low 132.27 with a pre-market high of 133.88. And Grab pre-market low of 522 with a pre-market high of 530. Now let's check out the news. This is from Reuters.
Thousands of Indigo passengers were stranded by flight cancellations again on Thursday. A trade body said India's largest airline wasn't able to make timely roster changes and plan its schedule properly in relation to new government rules aimed at improving safety. At least 175 of the airline's flights were cancelled as of early Thursday. The new rules were announced last year and went into effect on November 1st. It wasn't immediately clear why Indigo took such a big impact this week, but the airline has said stricter flight duty time limits have been a factor in the cancellations. Rival carriers like Air India and SpiceJet haven't had to cancel flights. The new rule...
Alright. Shout out to everybody that got their flight canceled, man. That ain't nothing good. Like, don't panic, man. Don't panic. There'll be another flight. Alright, this is from Walter Bloomberg. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang. I'm super excited about the robots Elon Musk is working on. He said that during his podcast yesterday with Joe Rogan, highlighting their potential despite being a few years away, which validates Elon Musk's vision amid Tesla's push into AI-driven robotics. The post market synergies where NVIDIA's AI chips power Tesla's autonomous tech, contributing to a 2 to 3% intraday stock lift for both on December 4th, amid broader robotics hype. Okay, the Kobayashi letter says, breaking news, U.S. employers made 71,000 new layoff announcements in November, officially bringing the 2025 total to 1.17 million layoffs. This marks the first year with 1.1 million plus job cuts since the pandemic in 2020. The American consumers are in trouble. Palantir's chain reaction platform, launched with NVIDIA and Centerpoint Energy, deploys AI software to upgrade power plants, stabilize grids, and accelerate data center construction amid AI's compute surge. AI infrastructure now faces power constraints equivalent to entire countries' usage. IEA data projects global data center electricity demand doubling to 945 terawatts by 2030, outpacing overall energy growth. This move expands Palantir's software from defense to utilities, targeting a $1 trillion plus U.S. AI build-out, and signaling convergence of Palantir and NVDA in physical AI infrastructure. Man, I want to give me some Palantir shares. It did pull back recently in late November, but I didn't get in. But it definitely seems like it's going to be part of the future AI push. So I definitely want to get on it. So this was Palantir CEO Alex Karp at the New York Times Book Deal Summit. He's speaking very passionately, and you should take a listen.
In this country, you have 1% of the country in prison, 1% who were in prison and therefore have no rights. Do you know what happens to you when you go to prison? They take you away from your kids. You know who that happens to? Disproportionately working class, disproportionately black and Hispanic men and white men in the underclass. Where are the thousands of articles about them? Nobody cares, and they don't care because it does not either serve the ability, the desire to force me to vote for one party, which basically takes away all my power. That's effectually what it does. If I agree to say this is the worst thing in the world, I essentially have given up my vote. My vote is not for you. My vote is for these two issues. The second reason they don't care is because somehow no one has empathy with any of those people because none of us really deal with those people. At Palantir, we are on the side of working class Americans. We support people who go to the military. We save their lives. We bring them home safer. Our AI actually makes workers more wealthy, more valuable. And the 10 to 15 million people that love me despite what's written, half of them made a lot of money on us. And you know what they're like? They're like people like me who think, you know what? We have to do better. Of course we have to do better.
Shout out to Karp, man.
In this country.
Shout out to Karp, man. I appreciate you saying that. And that, you know, that makes me want to invest with Palantir even more. When you have a CEO that really speaks his mind and speaking on behalf of working class Americans. I mean, really speaking on behalf of black people by saying that. Because, you know, they say he is half black. So maybe that's part of the reason why he's speaking up. And I really appreciate that. And once I get a nice price on Palantir, I shall be adding it to the portfolio. Meta. We were talking about Meta earlier. So I guess this is definitely not the news that made Meta run up, because this is some negative news. So this says the European Commission, the EU, launched an antitrust investigation into Meta today, probing whether new WhatsApp policies restrict rival AI providers from accessing its business API, potentially blocking competitors from serving European users via AI chatbots. Meta denies wrongdoing, calling claims baseless amid a competitive AI landscape, while facing fines up to 10% of global revenue, though recent predicaments like the $200 million DMA penalty in April 2025 suggest lower amounts for brief violations. This probe builds on Italy's November 2025 expansion of a similar investigation and Meta's $798 million fine for Facebook bundling, highlighting EU efforts under the Digital Markets Act to curb big tech's AI integration dominance. And the market is open. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Where we at? Let's check out SPY. Let's get on a 1 minute chart so we can see the movement. Let's go. Oh yeah, another thing I like to say on my chart here, I do have this strat assist FTC 2.0 indicator, which shows here on the bottom of your screen. So it shows all the different time frames: 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, 3 month, and 12 month. So if you just want to know what is the percentage up or down of the particular ticker that we have on the chart, then you can just look at the bottom of my screen here and you can see what time frame you are looking for. All right. So we have SPY currently at 685 and the QQQ currently at 624. We have NVDA currently at $180. We have Apple at $284. Google, big red candle to start, but it's only a 1 minute candle, so you ain't tripping. Don't panic. It's at $320. Microsoft, $479. Amazon, $232. Amazon is in a downtrend for these first 3 candles. Tesla, $448. Meta has since pulled back on that monster pre-market run. Let me show you this. So this was the candle. This was the 1 minute candle that took Meta from 643.66 to a high of 666.01, and then eventually it ended up running to 687.23, and now it's since pulled back. But that was the monster candle during the pre-market. So now it's pulling back. We'll see. The VIX, it did jump since the pre-market is now at $16 even. Okay. Another thing I wanted to look at was companies ranked by market cap. So let me refresh. Okay, so we have NVIDIA, number 1, $4.4 trillion in market cap. Apple, a very close second at $4.2 trillion market cap. Third is Google, $3.8 trillion market cap. Fourth, Microsoft, $3.5 trillion market cap. Amazon, fifth, $2.4 trillion market cap. AVGO, Broadcom, sixth, $1.7 trillion market cap. Meta, $1.6 trillion market cap, came in at number 7. Saudi Aramco, $1.5 trillion market cap. TSMC, number 9, $1.5 trillion market cap. And to round out the top 10 is Tesla, $1.4 trillion market cap. So I may need to add Broadcom on our list of daily tickers that we look at because it is above Meta and Tesla. So how about we do that right now? AVGO has been added to the list. Shout out to AVGO. AVGO is currently trading at $376.79. How about we do a little charting? Oh, there we go. So I have charted this previously. I just haven't done it since it's broke its latest all-time high. So let's go ahead and put that all-time high in the right position, which is going to be 403. We can take this off. And Let's see if we can put any more levels on here. Yeah, this is we got a weekly level right here. So you can see how I put levels on my chart. It's based on where did the stock price have a big reaction. And it's easier, I find, if you put it on the line chart first. So we see right here, once price got up to here, 369.65, it had a major reaction at 339. So we're definitely going to put that as a level. Let me just check on a daily right quick. Yeah, we're definitely going to put that as a level. Okay, so I have all these already pre-made, so I don't have to make them each time. Oh, actually, that's not perfect. Let me try to get it more perfect. So to get it more perfect, what you do, you gotta spread the chart out. That way, it gets some more. There we go. Now it's perfectly at the line. So 369.62. But actually, I don't want to. I want to just round it to the closest 10-cent amount. So we'll set 369.60. And then we'll go to the daily chart, and then we'll look for where price had a big reaction, which is going to be right here at 386.16. So let's stretch our chart out so we can get a more precise entry or more precise level. We'll go to the daily level, and we have 385.98. Might as well round that up to 386. And that's how we have our level. That's how we make our levels, people. It's pretty easy. If you want, I can show you how to do it as well. And then we just go back to the regular candles. And we can see AVGO. We can check out some fib levels too. Let's check out our fib retracement. We like to go from the previous swing low to the most recent swing high. And we can see that we haven't got down to the 50% level yet. So this may be a good entry once it gets back to 365.95. We call this the golden pocket, in between the 50% and the 61.8% fib. So if we were looking to buy for a bounce to the upside, we will want to buy it in between basically 360 and 365. We want to buy anywhere in there. And there's actually a weekly level here at 359.80. Let's change that to our new weekly level. So if it doesn't bounce, it almost bounced here. You could say it bounced yesterday at this weekly level because it's only less than $1 away. And these levels, they're not like 100% as far as you have to wait for it to get to the exact level. They're more like zones. So it could be a couple dollars higher or lower. It's just really the zone. So if you want to buy AVGO to the upside, I will wait in between these two weekly levels because I don't expect it to break this weekly level to the downside. So that's that. Just wanted to show y'all that. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to the 1 minute chart with NVDA. Let's start. NVIDIA is moving in a nice uptrend. It had a nice bounce at the pre-market level. And now it's been running for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. And NVIDIA is up almost 2%. It's at 183 right now. Apple is currently at 280, 285. Google is at 316.65. It's in a downtrend. It's down almost 1%. Microsoft just been consolidating close to break even. It's at 478.50. Amazon is at 230.54. Tesla is at 451.10. Meta 666.55. Looks like it's consolidating after this big red candle to open the day. The VIX is over 16 now. And the SPY is 684.80. QQQ 623. And AVGO 378. Let's check out some ETFs we like. The Dow Jones Industrial ETF, the DIA, is at 480. It's almost at break even. We just went over SPY and the Qs. IWM, which is the Russell 2000, is very close to break even. It's at 249.53. SPYG, my favorite ETF, my biggest holding in my portfolio, is at 107.26. SOXQ, the position that I missed, my entry is at $57.04. QQQM is at 256. TQQQ, which did a stock split recently, is now at $55.25. SOXL is down 2%. It's at 45.62. SOXX is at 307.26. And SMH is 362.35. Let's see. AMD just been chopping all day. It's at 216.56. Bitcoin 92,630. IBIT $52.58. Ethereum 3,176. BMNR $33.33. Palantir 176.19. Hood 133.73. And Grab 525. Let's check out the heat map. This is not the heat map. Where's my heat map? There it is. Okay, here's my heat map. NVDA up 1.5%. Apple down 0.38%. AVGO down 0.63%. Google down 1.22%. Microsoft about break even. Netflix down 1%. Meta up 3.54%. Amazon down about 1%. Tesla up about 1%. Costco down 2.82%. It's at $8.96. Anything else got a lot of movement? What is this? GE Vernova up 1.92%. It seems like this is a big mover. It be moving a lot. Every single day it be moving either a lot to the upside. It's super volatile basically. Because every day we look at this heat map, it's either up almost 2% or down almost 2%. Let's see if there's any change on the fear and greed. 37 now. Yeah. It's definitely the fear is definitely leaving the market, and that thing is going in the right direction, because when fear leaves the market, then the market tends to run. So that's wonderful. All right. Do we have any more news today? Check out the news. We had, so on Market Watch from Twitter, it says Bitcoin could reach 170,000 if it trades like gold, says a JP Morgan strategist. And he says this can be within 6 to 12 months by normalizing its volatility premium over gold using a risk-adjusted fair value metric that currently undervalues Bitcoin at 40% below gold equivalents. On December 4th, Bitcoin trades around 93,000. Near the reports identified $94,000 mining cost support level, following a 36% drop from its 126,000 all-time high amid deleveraging in perpetual futures. Amazon explores cutting ties with USPS, building its own delivery network. Live Squawk shares breaking news on Amazon, considering ending its partnership, which generated over $6 billion in 2025 revenue for the Postal Service, to expand its proprietary delivery network amid stalled contract negotiations. Amazon has relied on USPS for rural last-mile deliveries since 2009, but its in-house logistics arm, launched in 2015, now handles over 70% of packages. Full independence could cut costs by 10 to 15% long-term, per logistics analysts. The announcement aligns with USPS's ongoing financial woes, including $9.5 billion losses in fiscal 2024, and echoes 2024 proposals for privatization under Trump, risking further revenue shortfalls if Amazon exits. Damn, so Amazon said they ain't doing business with USPS anymore because it's costing them too much money, and now they want to save money. Yeah, we gotta invest in Amazon, man. Invest in Amazon. All right, another piece of news we had was Italian police. This is via Reuters Business. Italian police visited the headquarters of the 13th high-end fashion firms, asking them to hand over documents on governance and supply chain controls as part of an investigation into alleged worker abuse at fashion subcontractors. They talking about Dolce & Gabbana, y'all. Okay, this is news from Yahoo Finance. A K-shaped economy has investors on edge. Bank of America says it may hold up. A K-shaped economy where affluent customers fuel spending on services and luxury goods, like Macy's 9% Q3 sales growth at Bloomingdale's, while lower income groups face job losses. 32,000 private payroll cuts in November hit small businesses the hardest, creating investor unease, widening inequality. Bank of America predicts this divide will stabilize without recession, with the lower economic tier recovering before the upper falters, forecasting 2.4% U.S. GDP growth in 2026, above consensus, supported by services comprising 83% of jobs and sustained high-income demand. Investors remain cautious as divergent trends, big tech driving stock gains, while other sectors lag, could persist, but risk disruption if affordability pressures spread, underscoring the need to monitor labor market resilience for broader stability. Speaking of that, let's check out the ETFs. No, let's check out the sectors. So right now, XLK, the technology sector, is a little over break even. XLY, which is consumer discretionary, is down 0.25%. XLC, which is communications, is down a little bit, 0.07%. XLF, which is financials, is up 0.19%. XLV, which is healthcare, is down almost 1%, is down 0.83%. XLP, consumer staples, is down almost 0.5%. XLE, which is energy, is up basically at break even. XLU, which is utilities, is up a little bit, 0.22%. XLI, which is industrials, is up a little bit, 0.12%. And XLRE, real estate, is up a little bit, 0.25%. All right, so I think that's all the news. Oh yeah, we had one more piece of news before we end the show, people. Klarna launches new U.S. membership plan. It's going to have 2 tiers. The first tier is going to be $19.99 a month for $3,000 in annual perks. And the max tier is going to be $44.99 per month with $5,000 in perks. These membership bundles include lounge access, cashback, and subscriptions without spending requirements, aiming to rival premium credit cards like Amex Platinum. Announced in October 2025 with European rollout first, this expansion targets Klarna's 150 million global users by decoupling rewards from debt accumulation, per company statements. The post 1.23 trillion U.S. credit card debt stat aligns with the New York Fed Q3 2025 data showing a $24 billion quarterly rise, highlighting timely appeal for consumers facing 5.8% year-over-year balance growth. All right, so if you're looking for a new membership plan to join to get some perks, if you want the one for $20, it'll give you $20 a month. It'll give you $3,000 worth of perks. And if you're a big dog and you want the max, it'll be $45 a month. It'll give you $5,000 worth of perks. All right, let's check. Let's check the stocks where we at one last time before we call it a day. The 10-year is at 4.09%. 4.09. That's good. That is good for the market. The market can move to the upside with it at that number. We got the XPX 500. It's at $6,844. The NAS 100 is at 25,518. The VIX is at 1647. You can see this uptrend in the VIX so far during the day. Because remember, earlier in the pre-market, it was under 16, and now it did hit 1650 as a high for today. And then we can look at our other indicator that we were talking about earlier, and we'll start with SPY. So if we're looking at SPY for the year, it's up 15.93%. In the past 3 months, it's up 3%. QQQ for the year, it's up over 20%. Let's go. I love it. Because, I'm a big tech bull. I'm a big tech investor. Because we live in the future, man. So why wouldn't we be heavy into tech? But that's wonderful. And my portfolio is very happy to see that as well. So for the past 3 months, tech is up 4.13%. Apple for the year is up 13.14%. In the past 3 months, Apple is up 10%. Yes, let's go, Apple. Amazon for the year, struggling very much. It's only up a little bit over 3%. In the past 3 months, It's up over 5%, almost 5.5%. So before these past 3 months, Amazon wasn't doing nothing. It was just consolidating the whole year. Google, big dog, let's go. Google is up 65.91% for the year. Wow. Man, I'm glad I'm invested in Google, man. Big dog. Trying to take that number one AI position. That's what it's doing. For the past 3 months, Google is up 31%. Goodness. Man, that's why you got to invest in the best companies in the world, man, because it's going to give you that. Meta is up 12%, almost 13% on the year. And it's actually down almost 8%. It's down 7.8% because of that earnings debacle. Microsoft for the year is up 12.32%, but it's been struggling the past 3 months. It's down 7%. Netflix for the year it's up 15.3%, but for the past 3 months it's been struggling. It's down. Netflix is down 12.15% over the past 3 months. NVDA, big dog, the biggest dog on the market, is up 33% on the year. 33.55. Don't cut me no slack. Give me all that. 3.55%. For the past 3 months, it's been down almost 2%, 1.96%. But hey, we'll take it. Any year for sure. Tesla, it's up 16.18% on the year. It's up 2% in the past 3 months. AMD is having a spectacular year. Phenomenal. It's up 75% on the year. 75.77. Give me all that, AMD said. For the past 3 months, it's up 33%. Bitcoin, the past 12 months is negative 1.5%, 1.6%. For the past 3 months, Bitcoin is down almost 20%. So if you're looking to buy, this is a great entry because it's down from the all-time high. It's down almost 20%. IBIT down on the year, almost 5%. They just hit 5%. For the past 3 months, IBIT is down 21%. So if you're looking to buy some more shares, definitely IBIT is on discount. Ethereum down 5.58% on the year, down 24.16% the past 3 months. BMNR, oh my God. BMNR for the year is up almost 300%, 297% on the year. Salute Tom Lee. Man, wow. Tom Lee took over earlier this year, and man, that is incredible. If you were invested in BMNR, you were probably up crazy if you were invested earlier in the year. Because the past 3 months, it's down almost 40%. But on the year, it's up. So I'll take it any day, anytime, any day. Phenomenal. Palantir, another big dog on a year, up 130%. Salute Alex Karp. That was the CEO that we had that clip from him earlier when he was there. Standing on business. Salute to Alex Karp, up 130% on the year. It's down 3.22% in the past 3 months. So it's on a little discount right now. Hood. Ooh, look at Hood. Oh my goodness. Hood is up in the past 12 months. Hood is up 245%. 245%. You talk about a turnaround. Phenomenal turnaround on Hood, man. Salute to Vlad. The only Vlad we respect. You know what I mean? Well, you and the Russian president as well. Not that troll that be have hella black people going on his platform and then they end up going to jail. We don't rock with him. Hood is down 5% in the past 3 months. And the last one, Grab. Grab is up 10% on the year. It's down 13% in the last 3 months. Thank y'all for joining in for the pre-market. The market open. I hope y'all enjoyed today's show. Today's music was brought to you by Matt Rich's 510 AI Music. Created with Suno, the best AI music creation platform. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Y'all have a